This podcast is a proud member of the UUOP Network.
Are you ready to go the distance with Trisha's Disney pick? Or will Melinda deliver a Jurassic-sized knockout punch with her universal choice on this episode of Theme Park Throwdown? Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of Theme Park Throwdown with me, Trisha, at Trisha Travels on Facebook and Trisha Travels 85 on Instagram, and Melinda
at Melinda's Magical Adventures on Facebook and Instagram. And right now, I'm in the other side. I'm on the dark side. I'm in Disney World.
converting her.
No. If you have been paying attention to our socials, I'm sure you would have seen I have been posting from all the different Disney parks. I, as of today now, have done all 4 Disney parks in 3 days. It's been a whirlwind so far. I am just trying to get as much done as I can right now while I am on a solo trip and don't have my kids with me that I have to run around and try to contain. But I'm having a really good time. Listen, I know I battle for Universal every week, but Disney has some great points too.
And I think we'll talk about those. So we're going to do an interview style episode this time. So if you're looking for a battle, you'll have to come and check back in with us on a future episode. But my first question, Melinda, you had told me off air that this was a trip of firsts for you. What was one first you will repeat again, and what is one that you hope to avoid indefinitely?
Okay. So, yes, this is the trip of firsts, meaning there are not a ton of things, but there are definitely some things at Disney, some rides, some other attraction type things that I have never experienced. And in order to, I guess, be able to have the most knowledge for planning trips for clients, I really wanted to try to hit as many things as possible on this trip that I've never done before. So we'll start with I can now say that I've done it and I'll never have to do it again. And that is Journey into Imagination with Figment. Why is that still there? Why? Okay, first of all, Epcot was crazy the other day. It was Friday the 20th, and I was there that night, and it was so busy. But some of the wait times were bizarre. Like Soarin' had a longer wait time by a pretty substantial amount than Guardians of the Galaxy. That blew my mind and was really weird. Kind of like that the whole night that I was there. But Figment was a walk-on, and I see why. I understand.
Okay.
I understand the love for Figment the character. He is super cute and fun and entertaining, and I think they just need a revamp of a Figment experience. But that just I sat on that ride thinking, I'm so glad that I didn't attempt to do this with my kids, because I feel like my 7-year-old Leo would have sat next to me the whole time and looked at me like, what the hell did you do to me? Am I getting punished for something? So I am definitely glad that I don't have to do that one again. I know you said that this is your hubby's favorite.
Yeah, he's weird. He was dropped as a child, I swear. But I, as a Disney fanatic, I really like the original one with the Dream Finder. It was much different. It was a little darker in terms of the theming. And I know it's something that a lot of people wish we could get back, is more towards the original storyline, because Figment originally was this figment of your imagination and kind of the powers, what you can do with your imagination. And now it's more like your senses and stuff like that. And then it takes
Yeah.
a turn down a fever dream, and it's just
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple points that were like cute and funny, but then the rest of it was just like, what in the hell? Like, I thought Cat in the Hat was a fever dream. Come on. Come on. Like, between that and the Heffalumps and Woozles part of the Winnie the Pooh ride, I'm like, I feel like I'm on acid.
Oh dear.
But an attraction that I really loved, and this shocked the heck out of me. Um, so I think we talked about this last episode or the episode before. I have never seen Frozen. I have no desire to ever see it. I know it is a phenomenon. So I kind of like
Hmm.
know the story behind it. And of course, everybody and their mother has heard all of the songs. So I knew some of the music at least. Um,
Yeah.
but I was like, okay, I got to do the Frozen sing along at Hollywood Studios. And I freaking loved it. It was so cute. Like, I sat there smiling and laughing the whole time. And that was not something that I expected at all. So, that is definitely one that I will gladly do again. It was just, even though I don't have the love for that IP that most of the audience does, you can tell that love that the audience has. And the fact that it's a sing along and people get to like
Mm.
just scream at the top of their lungs these songs that they've loved for so many years now. It just, it's fun. I love those kind of experiences where you get to kind of enjoy things through other people as well. And I just thought that was awesome. So I'm going back to Hollywood Studios tomorrow and I might do it again.
So, well, that was. Are you talking about the ride, the boat ride, or the
No,
show?
woo! Sorry. My phone is in a very precarious situation right now and you just fell over. Um, no, yeah, I'm talking about the sing along show at
Oh, the
Hollywood
show. Yeah,
Studios.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have not yet gotten to do the Frozen boat ride at Epcot. I'm going to attempt to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is my last day at Disney before I head over to Universal. So I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. But Epcot wait times have been wild the whole time I've been here. I'm at Magic
Wow.
Kingdom today and wait times have been great. Like Tron was 45 minutes this morning. Um,
That's impressive. Yeah.
the
Mhm.
longest wait time I've seen all day is I almost said Mine Part Madness. Wrong part.
Yeah.
Um Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And it's been at 55 minutes all day. That's the absolute longest line I've seen. So for being a Sunday during spring break, and there are a lot of like cheer teams and school trips and stuff like that here. Wait times have been great at Magic Kingdom. And it was kind of the same yesterday. I wasn't here. I was at Hollywood Studios yesterday, but I was kind of monitoring the wait times across all the parks. And Magic Kingdom seems to have some pretty low wait times lately. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah.
So I know you're staying at Pop Century. Can you give us a mini review of your thoughts on staying there?
Yeah. It's an adorable resort. All of the theming is top tier. I know they just did some renovations and kind of refreshed some of the rooms and like the lobby area and everything looks fresh, it looks new, it looks clean. My room, I'm in a preferred room, which means that I am in the 60s section. Which
Okay.
is I'm right next to the hippy dippy pool. Um
Okay. Yeah.
and right by the Baloo and Mowgli statue. So I am
Okay.
pretty much as close to the Skyliner as you can possibly get, but it's also a 1 minute walk to get into like the lobby and everything
Mhm.
pop, which is the retail store and the quick service food location. So uh I think location wise, I am in a perfect spot. If I had not gone the preferred room route and I had just gotten one of the standard rooms, I don't know if I would be so happy with it because the resort is so large.
Mm.
Um, and I didn't even realize how large the resort was until I was on the Skyliner and just kind of looking as we went by. And I was like, holy crap, it just keeps going. So definitely glad that I bumped up to the preferred room, but I love it. I mean, the rooms are nothing special, but it's cute. It's I'm just one person staying in the room, so I certainly have a ton of
Yeah.
rooms,
Yeah.
more than enough storage space and everything like that. But it's cute. I'm really happy with it. I wanted to stay here at Pop because I wanted to be close on the Skyliner. I had never taken the Skyliner before.
Mhm.
And so that's what I was most excited about. And I do absolutely love the Skyliner now. It's definitely top tier of Disney transportation. I love the monorail too, but the Skyliner is just really neat. So
So you haven't gotten stuck and had to use the potty bag that's in the emergency kit?
no, I did look for it while I was there, but I did not get stuck. The only thing I've gotten stuck on, um, I had to be evac'd off of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway yesterday at
Yeah.
Hollywood Studios during my first ride of that ride because that was one of the things that I had never done before. So, you know, that was a great first experience, but I got to walk through it with all the lights on. So that was kind
That's
of cool,
cool.
I guess, while they ushered us out. But then they did they gave a lightning lane to everybody. So I did get to
Oh,
actually
that's
complete
good.
the ride later, later in the day yesterday.
That's good. All right. So obviously you've been doing more than just attractions. What are some good eats that you've had? And I'm assuming you're not going to mention the Italy booth that's going on right now for Flower and Garden.
Yeah, we stayed far away from Italy. To be totally honest, I'm not a foodie. So
Okay.
that's not something that I typically focus on. And it's definitely not something I've been focusing on this trip because I'm trying to do so many of the, like I said, attractions that I've never done before. Um, Everything I've eaten has been pretty mundane.
Okay.
I know people rag on Pinocchio's Village House, but I love those truffle parmesan fries
Oh my
so
gosh.
much.
Yes. So good.
So I had those today because I'm in Magic Kingdom today, so I was very excited about those. What else have I had that was good?
Now, if I
Um,
recall, you did try the fish and chips over in Epcot in the
I
UK Pavilion.
did. I
Okay.
did. Not
So
impressed. I was
okay.
not impressed. However, I did get a message from the Taste of Universal podcast. Kelly messaged
I
me
saw.
and said that there have been some not so good reviews about the fish and chips in Leaking Cauldron and Greek broomsticks
Mm,
lately as well. So I am going to try those either Monday or Tuesday when I'm at Universal, and I'll report back to
okay.
see if maybe those aren't so good anymore either. Maybe there's just no good fish and chips anywhere anymore.
That would be so sad.
It would be sad.
Oh.
Oh, you know what was really great? So it's not the food that was great. Like it was fine, but um last night I was so excited to see Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios.
Oh
I hadn't
yeah?
seen Fantasmic since I was a kid. And I just was so like I was geared up all day to go to Fantasmic. So excited. And so I ended up being starving at 7:30 and the show started at 8:30 and I knew I wanted to get there early to get a good seat. And so
Mhm.
I went to oh shoot, Cantina, something's Cantina, right by Tower of Terror and
Oh,
starts with an E. Eddie's Cantina?
Eddie's.
Yeah,
Yeah, is it Eddie
Eddie's
Catalina's
Catalina.
or
Yes,
something?
yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So I mobile ordered from there just a chicken Caesar salad and took it into Fantasmic with me because I sat there for 45 minutes waiting for the show to start. And that pro tip, huge pro tip, take dinner into
Perfect.
Fantasmic while you're waiting for the show to start. And it was great. I was so happy with it. I had people around me like, "Oh, that smells really good."
Well, Well, that was actually my next question. Do you have some travel agent pro tips? It sounds like we've got one with bringing dinner into Fantasmic, but do you have some others?
Okay, this is also food related. Mobile order your food. I have seen so many people waiting for so long in these crazy lines to place orders at quick service restaurants. Mobile order your food. I haven't waited more than 10 minutes, I think, across all the parks for any of my
Wow.
food because I've been mobile ordering everything. It's super, super easy. The whole menu is on there. You can deal with allergens and stuff like that on there as well. Um,
Mm,
It'll tell you the restaurants that are closest to you. You can look at everything. It's just that is my absolute, like, I think from now on, my biggest Disney tip is just mobile order your food. Otherwise, you're going to spend so much time waiting in lines when it's totally
yeah.
unnecessary. Um,
Now, a
yeah,
question with that. So I've been during like the holiday season, and sometimes the mobile order windows will get filled and they have to push you out. Have
yeah.
you had to wait like until you could place a mobile order, or has it been pretty quick, like them in the moment?
The only, I think I had to wait about 10 minutes um yesterday to place. It was that Eddie's Catalina order
Okay.
that I placed last night. I think I had to wait about 10 minutes before I could place that order. But it also, like I said, it was like 7:30 at night. And so
Mm,
it's a popular dinner time. And I think a lot of people were doing the same thing that I was, where they were trying to get their dinner in before they went into Fantasmic. And since that is right there outside the gates of Fantasmic, that's a popular spot. Uh,
I see. Yeah.
but certainly waiting 10 minutes for a mobile order is was much faster than waiting in the normal line to order at that quick service restaurant anyways. So I still think even if you have to wait a little bit for a time slot, that's a must do is the mobile
Okay.
order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Also, I guess I already talked about this a little bit, but preferred rooms. If you are wanting to lessen your commute to transportation options or dining at your hotels, preferred rooms can be a huge time and foot saver.
Yeah. I swear we stay at Pop the most simply because we are park people, so like it's not worth our the value to
Yeah.
spend a lot on a room if we're not really going to be utilizing the space much. And
Yep.
I swear every time we stay at Pop Century, they're like, "What's the farthest room in this building we can put them?" And
Yeah.
it's I get lost every time, like the first day, trying to find my room because I'm like 6 turns and I'll get there, and
Oh
then I look
yeah.
for a stairways that's close, and then I'm like, I think I'm in the wrong building. It's just
Yeah.
like,
No, I absolutely would have gotten lost had my room not been where it is. Like I said, it's like you walk out the doors from the lobby and my room's basically right there. It is
yeah.
it's right next to one of the big yo-yos. Um
Oh yeah. Hmm.
the one that's, like I said, I am about as close to the Skyliner as you can get. So uh I would absolutely have got lost. Like I said, I didn't even realize how big the resort was until I could see it from above to see the scale of it. So
It is large, and to
yeah.
think that back in the day, Art of Animation, which is like a mirror image, that originally was supposed to be all one resort. Can you imagine that? Oh my gosh.
No way. I was thinking about that yesterday. And I mean, art of animation is huge too. I
Yeah.
absolutely cannot, because wasn't that supposed to be like the 70s, 80s, 90s? It was supposed to continue on through. Oh no,
Yeah.
the
The
other way,
like,
right? It was supposed to be the like 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s.
or I think so. Yeah. Like
And
the
then
early
pop is
decades.
50s,
Yeah.
60s, 70s,
70s,
80s, 90s.
80s. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So, yeah, I absolutely cannot imagine that. That would be absolutely insane.
Yeah. I like what they did too. It's nice that you have two different types of theming
Yeah.
for a value resort. So, for those families that really like Disney everything in your face. So,
Right. Let me put my ears on.
oh, well, those are
um,
adorable.
I did I definitely do think that if you want the like absolute top tier Disney experience, like as far as theming goes. Pop is not the greatest. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you have little kids and you want everything to be decked out Disney, you are better off going to Art of Animation. Uh, but I
Yeah, I
mean,
can see that.
I don't care what my room looks like. So for this trip, that's totally fine with me.
Okay, so I have a couple more questions for you. When we were at Pop in January for Marathon Weekend, they had the weirdest Skyliner wait lines. Like historically, it was one line from Art of Animation coming one way and Pop Century coming the other way, and they'd like let in some people from one side, let in some people from the other, back and forth. When we were there in January, they had a line for Pop going like if you want to go to Hollywood Studios, it's here, Epcot's over there, and the same. So it was like four lines, and they weren't feeding the lines evenly, and like it doesn't make
Oh,
sense because they all go. You have to get
to
to
one
that
spot.
central hub.
Yeah.
So did they do anything like that for you? Was it more like one line?
Yeah. I mean, I will admit I have not had to wait for the Skyliner really
That's
at
good.
all. And if that's even going and using the Skyliner during like popular times. I have not used it for early park entry yet.
Okay, okay,
Um, but I have used it for like regular park opening. Yesterday when I went to Hollywood Studios, it opened at 9. I was on the Skyliner at 9. So
okay.
um but I didn't wait at all,
Well,
even to
that's
get
good.
over to Hollywood Studios at 9. So
That's good.
I didn't wait at Pop to get on, and I didn't wait at the changeover station at Caribbean Beach. I think the only time that I've waited at all was trying to get home from Hollywood Studios yesterday.
Okay,
And I didn't have to wait at Hollywood Studios, but I had to wait just like minimal, probably 7, 8 minutes at the changeover station at Caribbean Beach.
okay.
Um, so I haven't even had an opportunity to see any like crazy
Well,
line
that's good.
switching. Yeah, I like Skyliner is the best transportation, unless I did freeze my butt off coming home from coming back to Pop from Epcot on Friday night. It was only like 50 degrees outside, and I had on like a tank top and shorts, and it was chilly. So bring a sweatshirt or a
Can't
jacket.
bring a layers. Okay.
Yeah,
Otherwise, your weather's been pretty good.
fantastic. Absolutely great. Today is 85 and sunny. It's been perfectly sunny the whole time. It's supposed to be perfectly sunny the rest of my trip and like low to mid 80s. So awesome.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're having good weather.
I am. Yeah. And I just missed the like, not a cold snap, but there were definitely a few colder days where it was like in the 60s.
Mm,
And that was like 2 days before I got here. So I picked a good time, I guess.
yeah, that's good to hear. All right. So, my last question for you, and you kind of sprinkled in a little bit. What things are you still looking forward to doing on this trip?
Um, have to do Guardians of the Galaxy again. I did it on Friday. It was like one of the first things I did when I got here because I absolutely love that ride and it's so fantastic. So I am hoping I'm going to have to do standby because I was looking yesterday and for the rest of my trip here. So I was looking for all day yesterday, all day today, and all day tomorrow, and individual lightning lanes for like the single pass
Hmm.
were sold out for all 3 days. So
Wow.
I don't even care. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and go do standby. I'm gonna do a single rider and see how long it takes me, but I have to do that ride again. What am I doing tonight? I'm doing Seven Dwarfs Mine Train tonight, which I've never done before. So I'm super excited
Okay.
to do that one. I'm gonna do that on your recommendation during the fireworks. And I have heard that from other people too, that that's a good time to do it. One, because it's kind of a cool experience to ride it at night, but
Hmm.
two, that there are so many people packed up on Main Street trying to watch fireworks that um, wait times kind of cut down pretty substantially during that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, today was, like I said, today was my fourth park. So most of the things that I had set out to do on this trip, I have now done. So I'm
Yeah.
feeling really good about what I've been able to accomplish. Oh, Slinky Dog. Tomorrow I'm going to do Slinky Dog Dash. I've never done that one
Okay.
before either.
Okay.
And I know people like rave about that. So
Yeah. It's a good
I
one.
will do that one. I did Toy Story Mania for the first time yesterday, and holy crap, do you get a cramp in your eye? Like, I thought I was in good shape. No, no. Pulling that string so many times, like, and I'm sure my score was horrible. I had nothing really to compare it to because I don't really know what a good score on that ride is, but I think I had like 129,000.
It's about what I get.
Okay. Okay. Okay, now what do you get on Men in Black?
Depends if the gun works. Like half the
Well,
time
yeah.
I feel like it doesn't.
That
My
is
aim is my
yeah.
aim is so much worse on Men in Black. I feel because I think like it's hard to tell where your dot is sometimes.
It is. It is.
It's a lot. You got close range with Midway Mania. You're not shooting too far. So,
Yeah.
and I didn't grow up on video games, so
Right, me neither.
I mean, if I hit something and I know I hit it, I'm like, woohoo! I got
Yeah.
one.
I can get into like the 600,000s ish
Wow,
on Men in
impressive.
Black pretty consistently, but that is only because I am a bonus stealer. I know when to hit that red button, and because I know some tips and tricks about certain targets to hit. Um, Parking meters. Look for the parking meters. But
Okay.
But like I said, I didn't really know. I didn't really have anything to compare my Toy Story Mania score to. So I'm going to do it again tomorrow, I think, and see where I end up then. But I feel like I was not expecting to be sore from a ride like that. I was expecting to be sore from Space Mountain. I got my daily chiropractic adjustment today. But not from Toy Story Mania.
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. So, what
is your favorite? If you had to pick one attraction out of all the parks, what's your top attraction?
Okay, I'm gonna cheat just a little, and I would have said Big Thunder Mountain, but it's been closed for over a year. And they're adding components to it, so I don't know. But then when I finally got over my fear of riding Guardians, that is by far my favorite. And thankfully I've had the chance to be on it enough that I've hit every song at this point.
Yeah.
So it's just fun. There's that piece, that element of like, what am I gonna get?
Yeah.
Try not to be disappointed if you're like, oh, it's conga for the 7th time. Sorry to all you conga lovers out there.
Yeah. So I've only ever gotten to do that ride twice. I did it for the first time like 3 years ago. And I had Everybody Wants to Rule the World, which I know is not most, but a lot of people's favorite song on that ride. And I thought that was great. The other day I got Iran, which I was like, but it's better than One Way or Another conga, so I'll take it. I want September so bad. I love that song so much, and so I am crossing my fingers and toes and eyes and everything, hoping that when I do the standby line tomorrow, that's what I get. But we'll see.
Well, I hope you get it. I'll send you all of my like pixie dust thoughts your way.
Oh, thanks. And I was on Pirates of the Caribbean today. Caribbean? How do you say it? How does Disney say it?
Caribbean? I say Caribbean.
You say Caribbean.
We're from the Midwest. Who knows if we're saying it right?
I usually say Caribbean, but I'm wondering how Disney said it. Like, how do they? I think they say Caribbean. I remember passing the Caribbean beach on the Skyliner and hearing them say that.
You should walk over and just like start pulling cast members dressed as pirate outfits.
That's a good idea, actually. I've written it twice already today. And so I had an idea, since we don't have a big battle this week, for
It's true, we
a
don't.
mini battle, not Minnie Mouse, mini small. What is the best ride smell, or the better ride smell? Is it the Pirates of the Caribbean water, or is it the ET forest?
Yeah.
What do you
Well, like
think?
hands down for me, like, yes, I'm a Disney fan. I don't need to inhale bromine though, so I will say ET every time.
Yeah. ET. I mean, I obviously, because I'm the Universal girl, I'm gonna say ET, but honestly, it is ET for me, like 100%, no competition.
Yeah.
I I don't like the pirate smell. I like the
Mm.
like chlorine bromine water smell. I don't like the smell that they pump in. That like
Mm.
what is it?
Okay.
It's
Kinda
like tobacco. It's kind of
body odor. I
sweet.
don't know.
It's kind of sweet, but it's a little like off-putting. In certain parts of the ride, it's really strong.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan, but I know it is something like the ET smell that
Mm.
people just absolutely love and miss when they're not in the parks. So I just
Yeah.
thought that would be our fun little battle of the week. That's what we'll put up on our socials for our who won this week will instead be a which ride has the better smell.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, besides getting the ET smell, is there anything you're looking forward to doing at Universal?
Okay. I'm in Disney by myself. I'm here alone. When I go to Universal, one of my really good friends is going to be with me. She's going to stay with me. We are staying at. I've switched my reservation again because, like I said this in a social post, but if you have a Universal reservation coming up, check the rates of your hotel leading up to your stay. I check them really consistently the last like 2 months, not 2 months, 2 weeks before my stay. I'll check like once a day just to kind of see, oh, can I get a
Mm.
better rate at the hotel I'm already at? Can I get a better hotel for about the same that I'm paying now? And I ended up switching my reservation. I first was at Aventura, then I switched from Aventura to um no, that's a lie. First, I was at Sapphire Falls. Then I switched from Sapphire Falls to Aventura because it was cheaper. Then I switched from Aventura to Portofino because I realized I wanted express passes. I am now at Royal Pacific in club level for cheaper than I was paying at
Mm.
Portofino. Um, because
Pinkies
I,
out.
yes, because I was obsessively checking the hotel rates. So I think I'm paying like 430. It's just
Okay.
one night, but I think I'm paying 430 for a club level room at Royal Pacific, which includes the express passes. So that's not bad.
Yeah.
Uh,
Considering express passes can cost,
right.
a couple $100 for a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. For one day, and I'm getting them for 2 days because I'll be there all day Tuesday and all day Wednesday. But so what I was going to say originally is, people say that they need a vacation from their vacation. And I was talking to my friend today who I'm going to Universal with, and I said, Universal is going to be my vacation from my vacation. Because Disney is just so involved, and
Mm.
I I obviously feel less comfortable personally at Disney than I do at Universal just because I've done Universal so much. So I'm just really excited to go over there and not have to plan everything, not have to keep up with a timing schedule, lightning lanes, and things like that, and just
Mm.
relax. I'm excited to not have to take buses. I'm very excited to get on my beloved water taxi from Royal Pacific or to walk 5 minutes and get into the park. Um, but yes, I am excited to go home. Not
Aw.
Michigan home, but Universal home.
Vacation home.
Yes, yes, I am. And you've got a big trip coming up next week.
Yes. I'll be on the opposite coast. So you might hear from me a little bit when I'm out on the West Coast checking things out for a few days.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Well, we want to hear from you. How is Melinda doing on her trip? Is she hitting a lot of the marks that you would want to see on a vacation at Disney World? You can vote in our Who Won Weekly poll on social media. We are at Theme Park Throwdown on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can also shoot us an email at themeparkthrowdown@gmail.com. And if you need help planning your next vacation, reach out to either one of us for your travel needs. Melinda's getting the down low in the moment, so she's going to have the most up-to-date information if you're looking to book a trip to Florida.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just go to portkeyvacations.com and fill out a quote request form to get started. And don't forget to request either myself or Melinda to be your travel advisor. You can also check out all our sister podcasts on the UUOP network, the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast, the Port Key Passport, a Disney podcast for adults, the unofficial Universal Great Britain podcast, the Taste of Universal podcast, the Theme Park Duo for your West Coast parks, Rush of Fear, a Halloween Horror Nights podcast, and Big Dumb Stuff. Well, that's all for this episode. Take a look at our socials so you can follow Melinda on the rest of her days that she's down there. Till
Bye,
next time, see you
guys.
guys.